this morning. Oh, look at beautiful. This is the bag of trash that I picked up from the street. Man, you want to change the world? Go clean some shit around your neighborhood. It feels so good to go out there and, man, you know, I'm in real estate, right? So when I invest in the properties, it has to be clean, you know? So it's clean communities. When you move to a place that is dirty, it's trash all over the place. So even though I'm not, this is the community, the place that I live, I want, when I move to this place, people come and say, oh my God, man, there's someone actually cleaning. It means that they care about the community. They care about the streets. There's a curb, so, there's more traffic coming on, right? So people through, the wind brings trash as well. So as I was walking to the bridge today, it's like a big piece of plastic, looks like construction. Someone actually threw that bag out of on the street, right? So I said, not in my neighborhood. So I got up early in the morning. You saw the bag. I bought my little clippers and literally, man. So I do my walks every day, and it's clean, right? Because when people drive and you see, people are moving to any part of the city or your county or whatever the case might be, man, it's just, oh my God, it's clean, man, it's nice, safe, there's no trash around. If you want to see how a community lives, go drive around the neighborhood. Go drive a couple of blocks, a mile, 2 miles, 5 miles. And if you see shit on the streets, it means people don't care. Because they think, because I pay taxes, there's someone else's business, right? At a certain extent, but if I can do something for, I'm gonna change the world. Go clean some fucking trash around your streets. There probably is trash everywhere, I can tell you, right? So unless you live in a place that if they see you littering, they're gonna send you to jail, and they're gonna maybe that's what we need maybe in the U.S. man, change those, because can control the piggies, man, right? So it feels good. Go out there and do some positive, right? Feels good, man. Feels good. Your neighborhood is clean, because like attracts like, right? Abundance attracts abundance. Good feelings takes good feelings. So when I go out there to do my walks, I like to see clean. So which means you start feeling better, and you're contributing. And that's the problem. The economy and, the outside world. Forget about what is, what they said, start with your own bed. Make your own bed every morning. Start around your like you got to feel productive. I'm a huge fan of Grand Uncle G, right? When he did the not undercover boss, that he was, or something like that he was dropping, what's called Pueblo, Colorado, literally a town that it was like, oh shit. So he had it, find a place to live, because he didn't have a place to live. So that was part of the experiment. So he had to find a place to live. He had to find a place to, to maintain sanity while he was he was dropped with $1,000. He said, I'm not going to use this $1,000. I'm going to go out there and earn my keep, pretty much. I'm going to actually record it and save it and put it on my favorites and watch it again, because he really does a great job. He he cut his hair and went down this town, and he was like, dude, you know what? I just came in at that. I don't know anybody. I don't have a place to live. But the guy looked good. He was, even though he was, the portrayal was that he was homeless, right? But he was well shaved, right? So he was well shaved, well spoken, and the people knew that they portrayed that energy, that he wanted to do something. He wanted to, you know what? I need help, I don't have a place. So anyway, I was earned the trust of the guy. The guy gave him a truck. He left him for the night in an RV park. And Grant Cardone was like, no heat, no water. So he had to basically figure the shit out, right? You got to be resourceful. In this world, you got to be resourceful, right? So when he was, finding a place to live in, okay, so I need I gotta make it happen. So I gotta find an apartment, because I gotta bring my family, right? So he was like, finding a place, to bring his family. He's not gonna bring these people that live here in an RV. I gotta find me in my place an apartment, and so every day he used to wake up every morning, right? So I gotta, and this part of, and that doesn't to do anything with being rich, being a billionaire. Is he said one thing: when I got up in the morning, and this guy gave me that, I didn't pay for the RV. I had to make sure when I left, the place was clean, and I was making myself useful. So I say, hey, you know what? You want me to do anything? I'll help you clean the dishes. And so he was like, man, this guy's good. So before he arrived, he said, you know what? I want you to go to that. He paid for his meal. The first day he got to that Pueblo, Colorado, someone actually paid for his meal, right? And he was like, because he hadn't eaten anything in an entire day, so he was like, man, it was about $100. So he was like, can I use 50 and maybe tomorrow another 50 is in the because I'm telling you that story kind of a few years ago, I was like, man, that makes sense, right? So when I get up in the morning, I need to feel myself useful. I make my bed every morning. I gotta, clean. My wife, she's a superstar, and she cleans everything. So she's just, sometimes she cleans, sometimes I do the vacuum. So I like, it's a team effort, right? So, and the same thing when I go to my neighborhood. Look, I just came to clean, and there was a bunch of, they just recently did this facility here, so they left a bunch of trash and bags, and I just couldn't stand it. The side of that, I got to do the other side maybe tomorrow. And it's today I started a little early. I have a dentist appointment at 10 o'clock, and I say, dude, I have to fucking do something this morning that is gonna help my community, right? So I went out. People are flying to go get to work, and I took a picture of I took a video of the sunrise this morning, right? And most people miss the beauties of life, the beauty of what are you here for, right? What is your intent to start the day? So we just so become like this, like machines. Like literally, I came through from Atlanta a couple of days ago, and I was I drove 12 hours, and it is Thursday, and I'm starting like, oh, whew. My wife is like, you okay? Are you going for your run? I said, I'm tired, man. I told her, well, I am exhausted. So Wednesday didn't sleep good. Tuesday I didn't sleep good. Wednesday night, like yesterday, I slept superb. So I got up. I think I've been up since 4 o'clock, and my wife went to work. So I got up at 4 and put my meditation, and I was like, man. So I feel so well rested. It is just like, but I say, I gotta go to clean this highway, man. I gotta clean the street. It is my neighborhood. It's nasty, man. And I'm telling you, this is new. There's like a 300,000 condos, and I live in a nice place, man. I'm telling you, don't let people fool you, man. It's just like people are a bunch of pigs. Oh, because they live. No, they're a bunch of pigs. You don't know who lives in those houses. But anyway, so as long as we have an appointment with a lender today. We're so excited, but and we just do the best we can, man. When I go to bed every day, I say, man, I've accomplished, man. Look at that, it's clean. Maybe I missed a few parts of it, but it is when I walk, there's this huge plastic right in the middle, and I say, I gotta go. So I went this morning, and I see the plastic. Oh shit! Someone beat me up. Did someone actually came and beat me and cleaned the little bridge? I was like, shit. So when I came back, now someone pick it up and put it on the side of the bridge, and didn't pick it up. And I put it on the trash bag and put it in the dumpster. So I thought, oh yes, I was literally, I literally thought that someone actually beat me to clean the bridge. I was like, damn it. But nope. Nobody can beat me. You guys are sleeping in your beds, thinking about doing some stuff. I already done stuff. Like when I put my YouTube channels, I say, I'm going to show people that things that I've done, and I'm going to show you, right? I'm just going to, I'm going to show you. No, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I show you the fucking bag. Yeah, there was a race a few weeks ago. People left a bunch of those energy packs, energy gels. You know, disgusting, man. Disgusting. Volunteers, man. That's why highly recommend get in touch to your neighbors and even the girls, the boys, and you can do these little clippers, and you can buy them on Amazon for real cheap, and go clean a public beach. Actually, when I was in Puerto Vallarta a few years ago, I went to the front desk, right, and I said, "Lady, can you give me a trash bag?" I was a guy. I mean, I thought it was a 5-star resort. And they went, "Trash bag? Oh, he said, your room is okay?" I said, "No, yeah, I'm gonna clean the beach." And she looked at me like, "Wow, is he on vacation and is he gonna clean the beach? Wow." And I'm not here, for you to, impress you upon. I'm just saying that shit that I once. The older you get, you start caring about things that, shit. I think I always, at a certain extent, I was like that. If I see something like it was out of place, like literally the curb, I just walk around, around the block from the condo, something, this corner is trash. I went across the street and clean the trash, and because it was, I walk, I do literally walk every day. I do my walk. Sometimes I do my runs, but I walk, and if I see a trash, a napkin, a fast food bag, and so I just it drives me insane, right? Because this is my community. I care about this community, man. Because when I walk, I don't know your house. Have you seen videos when you see cities that they're like, "Oh my God, there's trash on the street," and everybody walks and nobody gives a shit. Everybody thinks like someone magically is gonna buy someone along the way. But in some, everywhere. I'm talking about South America. I'm talking about Mexico City. I'm talking about even Africa. I'm talking about everybody. You see trash and everybody walks like, la, la, la. Means that they don't give a shit about and they complain. When you complain, "Oh my God, the tourism was down in my city," because what are you doing? You have a community programs to, to clean the beach, clean, build sustainable communities where they show the people like, "Hey, you know what? The city is clean, man." There's some guys giving free water. They want to attract businesses, so they do. That's how the economy moves. But people wait, like someone is going to do something for, hopefully the next president is going to, bro, it's up to and someone said it a long, long time ago. It's about local communities, neighborhood watch, and they get together to get better the community, and, there are, maybe the buildings around the certain downtowns, there is town in Medellin, Colombia. It's called La Comuna. La Comuna is basically like people live in this like a mountain, and they painted every single house, and it's like a market, right? So you go to La Comuna in Medellin, Colombia, and there's like a street vendors, and they don't have DJs, and people go. You see people. Thousands of people walking, and their communities, right? So that's how and where they live. So they got to make sure that everybody makes money. The guy who sells the t-shirts, and the guy who sells the hats or the beat or whatever, it's just, you go watching YouTube. There's a channel. This guy walks around Meta. He goes around. He does walking tours. You can do walking tours in Dubai and China and the Middle East. They are phenomenal on YouTube. That's why subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna share some stuff, and I'm telling you, man. And even you see some streets in Colombia, like Jesus, these people, there's like something. Every part of the world has their own good and bad. This doesn't have to do with where. Every part of the world has their own, goods and bads, right? But that's cool. You see, that's. Oh my God, how do we look? Clean your streets, paint some art around the walls, and that's what they did in Harlem in New York, and some parts of Los Angeles. There's like. In order to lower the crime, they're like working with, community kitchens, and, they're trying to, feed to each other, and they got a self-sustaining community. without waiting for the next president. Dude, you don't worry about what's happening. Worry about what you're doing today to help other people. My wife, she said she was driving in the drive-through, and she paid for somebody else's dinner, and that funny that did it a few weeks ago, and we were at the in one of the outlets in outside from Atlanta, and someone actually gave her like, oh, can I give you this? I have $5 off. I cannot use it, but I'll give it to you. So you see that energy? You see that energy that transforms into something positive? Levine mean everything it trickles to something great, man. Oh my, it's just woo! Like literally, there's some condos for sales, and the sign for this real estate agent, it was a win, so the sign got fell down the floor, and I just put it back on, because if I was a real estate agent, I'm not yet. If I would expect that someone sees my sign on the floor, will pick it up. So every time I see these signs that they're like on the floor, or they have like a little hooks, I put them back on, right? So the signs are back on, and it feels good, dude. It feels good, because it'll come back to you 1,000-fold. It will come back to you 1,000-fold. And everything that has to do with one thing. If you sleep properly, 8 hours a day, and rest your body, like I rest 2 days, and I'm like, I feel so rejuvenated. I'm like, man, it allows me to do more for others. I mean, for myself, of course, but also for others. Like I'm literally walking this path, and it's like, there's no fucking trash. Imagine if I would leave the trash, it would probably feel full of trash and cigarette butts, and I have these potheads and something go there, and I know, because you can tell people who litters, right? But when I walk around, the place that I walk is clean. I don't know the other side. Believe me, I will find trash. I used to. We were in the driving. I don't know where we're driving, and the side of the street was like, we were going to the beach actually, and like the bad and trash, and it's like, whoa. I think there should be some sort of laws that allows actually, hey, just go clean some. I'll do it. Just have fun. It's nice out there. Put some suntan lotion, get some bags, get some trucks, and you spend some time cleaning the highways. You can actually put your company logo in the back, man. You put your company in the logo. I mean, there's actually a guy for the Asheville in back in North Carolina. He actually donated. He was a construction company. I have his video saved somewhere. I'm still gonna call him. And he was donated his machinery to fix. When we had this flood in the Carolinas, that it was fucking bad. This dude donated equipment. He donated his time to rebuild part of. Dude, this amazing, right? You can actually go clean the streets. Put your company logo, and when people see your company logo in the back, and maybe see the truck parking, and you clean the street, what the fuck is doing? Oh no, he's just clean. That's vision, man. That's vision, right? You want people? Oh my God! People do business with people that they care about somebody else's, even somebody else's property. Like go mow the lawn to your neighbor. You're like, oh shit, what are you? I see him, let me do that for you. Dude, that's great, man. You feel great. You feel like you accomplished something, and you feel useful. You feel like you are part of the world. I think that's the problem with a lot of things that's happening. People feel like they're left out. But number one, when I saw Grant do that cleaning in the he was cleaning around, his, the corners. That gotta feel useful. I went to, I did some push-ups, and actually he befriended a guy at the gym, and he was like, I went already to the gym, and I'm like, because that kind of acts the endorphins, and he was like ready to go, man. He was ready to go. Tack up. You want to win today? You gotta feel yourself useful, right? You got to do things that no one does. Go around your neighborhood with a plastic bag and go clean trash around your neighborhood. Oh no, that's I'm a real estate agent. I'm an engineer. I'm a doctor. We don't do that kind of shit. Well, look, it doesn't matter who you are. If you want to change the world, you gotta do things that others want. Successful people do what normal people are not willing to do. Let me tell you a story. I used to work in a hotel front desk, and I was kind of like supervisor. So someone puked in the tub. Nasty puke. Somebody just like nasty. I was like, nobody wanted to clean it. Nobody. I said, allow me. Put a bunch of bags on my hands. Chlorine, Clorox. You spray some Clorox. I taught how these people. They were like, oh my God. Put some bags on your hand. Well, yo, you gotta do it, man. Execution. I'll do it. Successful people do what normal people are not willing to do. They thought it's like, they think they're too close to school. Your shit doesn't stink. You gotta do things. You gotta do great for the community. I just went to clean some trash around the neighborhood, man. Felt good because people are a bunch of pigs. That's how you change the world, man. Feels good. Feels good. But at the end of the day, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to Atlanta this past weekend. Sleep good. You gotta sleep properly. When you sleep your 8 hours and you decompress your body and you rest your body, then you're like, man, I'm ready for the weekend, man. And it's Thursday, and I'm ready. I'm gonna be working in the weekend, but man, that's right. Let's go. And what do you do? I don't care, but I already beat you 4 o'clock in the morning this morning, and like so.